Okay, this is the last video for Unit 4C, and we're going to be looking at savings plan formula using Microsoft Excel. So we're going to use the future value, the FV function in Excel to answer the following questions. So we first got to establish what we have here. What is the balance in an account after 25 years with a monthly deposits of $100 and APR of 4%? So what we need to do is we need to transfer this information over to Excel. So our rate was 4%. So make sure you put a percentage in there or change it to a decimal. 25 years was the other one piece of information, and then lastly the monthly contribution was $100. So we have our information. Now we want to put it into Excel like this so that if we need to make any changes, we just change the cell and it will automatically change our formula. So then what I would do, usually you start here on home, I'm coming over to formulas, and I'm going to just get a total here, and it's under financial. It's FV. And it's going to bring up this formula builder for you. And in the formula builder, it wants our rate, and it wants our rate per month if we're doing it per month or per quarter or whatever. So our APR is 4%, so it's this cell B1. But we need to divide it by 12 because we're making 12 payments every year. And so you need to make sure that that's broken down by months if you're depositing monthly, fourths if you're depositing quarterly, or just if it's once per year, then you would just leave it as that cell B1. Okay. Then this N per is just the number of contributions you'll make over the lifetime. So the way you find this is you're going to take your the number of years, so 25 years, you're going to times that by 12 because you're making 12 payments each year. So that's going to give us the total number of payments we make over the duration of 10 years. The payment is just that. How much are we going to contribute? So I'm going to put in the payment, which is B3. Notice it's filling stuff in over here. You can also use the syntax here, but it's a little bit easier when you're building this up. Present value, we don't have any starting amount, and so you can either leave it blank or you can put in a 0. That's totally fine. The type, we're not going to get too much into that, and you can also come down here and you can see what this means, what all of these mean down here as well. But once I'm done, type is just whether it's at the beginning or the end of a pay period or some kind of period. We're just going to leave that blank in all the questions that we do for simplicity. And I'm going to hit done. And we get, there will be $51,412.95 as a balance after 25 years when we make $100 deposits at 4%. And it does give us that in red, showing a negative balance. It has to do with the syntax of Microsoft Excel. We're not going to go too much into it. As long as you get that number, that's as far as you need to go there. So now the next question that we are asked is, if you double the APR in part 1, is the balance double, more than double, or less than double? So if we take this and we switch it out to 8%, we want to find out what happens. So compare it to 51,000. So if it's double, that's going to be 102,800-ish. So when I change that to 8%, we get 95,102. So we didn't quite double. We are a little bit less than double. So probably should write some of this down. I should also probably show you what I'm writing. So that's what we got on part A. Part B, we got 95,102.64. So we didn't quite double. So we're less than double. So even though we doubled the APR, we didn't double our balance after 25 years. But now I'm going to change it back to 4%. It says, what if we double the number of years? And remember in these investments that time is usually one of the more critical variables in getting and increasing our value. So the longer our investment, the more we have that time to add interest. So time is a big thing. So if I double the years from 25, I change that to 50. Notice now our value is $190,935.64, which does much more than double. So again, we got $190,935.64, which is more than doubles. Okay, so that's a look at how you would use Microsoft Excel to find and calculate these things. And so if you have any questions on that, please don't hesitate to ask. There are tons of videos on the web as far as how to use Microsoft Excel to explain different things. These are just the basics, and that's how you use Microsoft Excel to use our savings plan formula. And hopefully you notice that it's very convenient, as we can just have to switch a few numbers here and it quickly generates things. And there's also a payment function in there, so there's a lot of great things that Excel can do. But if you have any questions on using Excel and finding the saving sums of saving plans and using the future value formula, please do not hesitate to let me know.